Alright, so now that we've added ourselves in Viewpoint to the Roles tab, we'll have access to this job in Egnyte. So here we are, I've navigated to the realm 1756. You'll notice that once we go into a folder here, that we can now add a folder, add a new document, upload things, whatever needs to be done, we have that permission. So to give you an overview of the permission at a job level here, as once you're added to the job in Viewpoint, you'll have full access to all of these folders here. No changes can be made to folders on this top level here, just to keep the consistency, so that we don't have some jobs that have 15 top level folders and then some jobs that have 4 or whatever it be. So there's no changes that can be made on this top level. Once you dive into a specific folder here, then you can edit these the way you want to, or how organize them whatever way you want to. You'll notice here that there's 3 folders that kind of say shared with collaborators here in gray. So these are the folders that you have access to share yourself. To share these things, it's really simple. So we'll navigate here into project documents. Say we need to share the latest and greatest folder here. What we can do, there's 2 ways. You can check it here, hit share, and manage folder permissions. The easier way is just to right click this with your mouse, and then you can hit share and then manage folder permissions. So from here, it's going to show you who already has access to these. This ACL right here, this is what security group you're in that gives you access to this. These are just default ones that were added every time by us. So you'll see a bunch of external collaborators here. It'll say non-employee. These are people that somebody on this project has already added. You'll notice that they're all viewer status, most of them are, so that they can only view things, they can view plans, they'll be able to download them, but they won't be able to change anything. So for now, we'll just add my personal email, say as an external collaborator. I'm already in here, I've already set this up, so we can just click here. So we'll come in here and we'll just add, say, a test employee at yahoo.com, just a personal email address basically for this person. So it'll notice here that this account doesn't already exist, so this person's never been invited as a sub to any other folders, so it'll just ask you to create an account for them. It's going to pre-populate the information you already put. It'll give them the username from the email, and that'll be it. It's going to be telling you, hey, the permission is to the latest and greatest folder only, and by default it's going to select editor. Again, for external collaborators, subs, architects, whatever it be, most of the time they'll just need viewer access only, and you don't want them to mess up any of your folder structure. So we can just drop this down and hit viewer. Again, we'll let them preview the documents and download them as well, but they cannot upload or edit any kind of documents. If you do need them to have editor access, obviously just leave it on editor. You can have it on full as well, then they'll be able to delete stuff. So just keep that in mind. So we'll just add this person as a viewer. We'll hit add, and it's telling you, yeah, this person's not in your organization, and you're giving them folder. So we'll continue there. So this is good because sometimes you'll notice that if it's the same name of somebody, just a different sub, and it tries to pre-fill the username, it'll say, hey, this username's already taken. So we'll just change this, just remove the dot, just do test employee. Again, it's going to ask us, hey, this is outside of our organization, and it's done. So now down here, we'll see test employee. There it is. So right off the bat, it's going to just say invited. This is because this person hasn't accepted the invite yet. They'll get an email saying, hey, you've shared this folder with them, and to accept it, what they'll do is they'll create an account, they'll sign in, create a password. It'll do all of that stuff on their own. If they ever need a password reset or anything like that, they can do that on their own as well. None of us in IT have their password or anything like that, so we can't just tell them their password. until they go and click that email and sign up an account, they can't see this stuff. There's no way to bypass that, unfortunately. So they just need to go through the steps, create an account, and then they'll be able to sign in, and it'll take them right to the plans that they have access to.